Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2026. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. What do we got? Alrighty, the overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Cups. We've got... I feel like you're trying to come from a good place to a situation that's a little bit complicated, a little bit, not much, but a little bit. But you're trying to be very caring, very empathetic, very understanding to, you know, everybody involved. Okay. Starting off the reading, you get the Four of Wands crossed by the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a commitment here, and it's looking like it's facing an ending of some sort or a potential for an ending. In your focus, the Queen of Wands, you're looking like you're going out to a party here. You're looking super, or you're trying to work on that sense of confidence and, you know, kind of the fun part of you that's going out there to have fun. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know if this connection has you involved, in all honesty. I feel like you're to the side of it somehow. I don't know. We'll see. But like you're trying to keep the spirits up or something. Okay. In the recent past, the Eight of Swords, a lot of overthinking here. In your strength, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you got the magic touch here. You look like you know how to kind of bring things into balance, correct courses, things like that. Or you seem to have that confidence, like, I'll get it done, I'll take care of it, you know. You're showing up like that. In the immediate future, the Ace of Pentacles, so brand new beginning is showing up here, super nice energy. Yeah, in supporting this reading, the Justice card, yeah, that balance, that sense of, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do my best to make it okay. Okay. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Nine of Pentacles. You do got it. You go, Cancer. You do got it. You got a sense of stability to you like no tomorrow. That's why because you're not showing up cocky or anything. You're just kind of showing up as just knowing that, you know, things will resolve themselves. Like it's gonna be okay. But like you're so... Like, the way you say it, I wouldn't necessarily believe you. Unless I saw this energy right here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you do got it. Okay, so you know what you're talking about. You're not just, you know, bullshitting me or anything. You know, because that's kind of how it flies out the first time. In your hopes and fears, the Two of Cups, you're too optimistic here. You're almost, like, too much. Like it's not just me that's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay. Everything, you know. For the potential outcome, the Three of Swords, that's a lot of pain. So I don't want to burst your bubble or anything. It's just the way the energies are kind of inflating in that direction of optimism. It's like, you know. But that's how it shows up. There's pain over there. Now, it doesn't mean that, oh, the fuck, you're being optimistic for nothing. No, keep on. It's a nice energy. I like the energy. But anyway, let's clarify. Let's see what's up. For the Knight of Cups, you get the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're a little bit upset because something is just not working in the greatest way. And you want it to work in the greatest way. I'm still not convinced that you're part of this connection that you keep on showing me here. Because that's what you're referring to here. Like, there's something off a little bit here, but like... in between two energies where there is love, but like right now, something's going on there. And you're trying to manifest or bring in the best intentions ever over this. I think you are. But you're kind of working like a wizard from outside of it, of this connection. Four of Wands. You get the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups. You are part of this connection. Okay. And you're there with the best intentions in the world. There's a lot of self-love there too, so it's not only, oh my god, I would do anything for this connection to survive and to see the best days ever. Yeah, that is the intention, but at the end of the day, you're putting yourself first too. So there's a lot of self-love in there too. Okay, you're showing up really, really balanced here. I may do the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Death card, the Tower. Something did happen that disrupted the flow of this connection almost suddenly or like abruptly. There's a bam type of a situation to it all. So I don't know what the hell disrupted the flow here, but something major. But you still keep on keeping on. You're like, I haven't seen so much optimism with, especially with what I see here, crashing the party. Like what happened here? But anyways, for the Queen of Wands, in your focus, you get the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's not easy to keep on keeping on, basically, because that's what you're doing. But you do have help. You have a support system here. You have love around you. You have support around you, and you're acknowledging that. And you're like, it just boosts me. You know, what my support system just gives me that, you know, that whole strength, that whole, you know, kind of trying to see the brighter side of things. Okay, well, that's not bad. I'm glad you have that, because I can see it in your energy. So despite the crash here of whatever happened, your energy is still bursting up, you know, which is good. Let me do the Eight of Swords. In the recent past, you get the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Okay, so it's not that abrupt. It's not that sudden, whatever happened, because there was a build-up to it, where things were looking at some point in time quite complicated, where you were trying from your mind, I can see you, to untangle all of that complication there. But I don't think you succeeded. Things have been rough for a while here. And I see you knowing that, acknowledging that, like, shit, you know? It's not great, you know, while you're in the middle of it all. For the Six of Pentacles, in your strength, you get the Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups, the World card. Okay. Yeah, things do need to change. So you're acknowledging that, hey, in order for us to kind of get over this big bang here that happened, we need to change things up. But like drastically. You're so calm when you talk. It's like, I can't stand it. It's like, this shit happened right here. You know, it's like big. It's impactful. It's like, and then you're like, yes, okay, I can see that. And, you know, let's try to work on it. And it can be definitely worked on as long as we change everything, like, drastically. You're so calm in there. And I love it. I fucking love it. It's just contrasting like no tomorrow. It's like, what? How are you so calm? Okay. That is the solution. Yes, I agree. Calmly. Ace of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, the Moon. You bring some ground, so much groundness here. Like, you don't know the outcome. You don't know if it's going to get a result. You don't know any of that. But the way you approach this, it's from a sense of beyond optimistic, beyond, you know, wishful thinking even. Because that's kind of how it started to turn initially. It's just this groundness. This, you don't have any guarantees that any of the damage is going to get resolved. But your intention is that. So you're kind of running from that intention. So it's not like, oh, I'm expecting for it to be resolved, all of this mess, you know? But it's like, I don't expect shit. I'm just going to try my best, you know, to overcome this. That's why, because you're so grounded in your energy too. That's why you're showing up so calm and so, because you're just working with what you got right in front of you, and you're so grounded here and so calm and so which I wish that on everybody I ever knew and beyond, because that's probably the best way to deal with this type of dealing. So you're keeping steady, you're keeping connected to yourself, you're keeping grounded, and you just have one intention, and that intention is to move forward, to try to overcome the shit show that suddenly appeared on your path. For the Justice card and the supportive energies, you get the Chariot, the Judgment card, the Nine of Pentacles. You're just so confident, you're annoying. Not confident, but trusting yourself, and trusting yourself in this energy of remaining steady, remaining present, and dealing with things as they come. And you're just kind of almost buddies with the universe there. You know, seeing all the signs, all the guidance, not only from you, but from everything around you. Good for you. No, you keep it steady, and in a super, super nice way. Let me do the Nine of Pentacles in the hidden energies, the Page of Wands, the Devil, the Six of Pentacles. Well, you do. You're in that place. But are you sure whoever's at the other end of this is keeping up? Because I'm not sure. You know, it takes two to tango here. It's not just you that's going to fix this, and I think you, from all the energies I'm seeing here, I think you know that. But like, it's starting to show up as choose your battles here. You know, because yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can go through this. Whatever happens, nothing's going to take you down under the energy you're under. But I'm looking at the other energy now, and I'm like, they're not stepping up to the plate here. You know, I'm not sure they can keep up. I'm not sure they can match you in this energy, let alone keep up with it. Make sure this is an even distribution of, hey, let's work on this. Because as of right now, I don't think it is. And I don't think you're seeing that quite yet. Two of Cups in your hopes and fears. You get the Seven of Cups, the Strength card, the Six of Wands. You think you got so much conviction for everybody involved that it's going to resolve itself. They don't need to believe it's going to happen. You're going to believe for all of you here. And it's going to happen. You know, no. I don't think you're so, no. I do think that you keep on keeping on here with the same concept, same intention, just to pull you through this. You know, but I think you're missing one important thing. This is supposed to be a teamwork, right? You're supposed to participate kind of with the same amount of energy in there, right? You're the only one that's keeping it constant and keeping it. They're showing up from time to time. They're like, here I am. I came for the party. Okay, you know, I'm here. They stay for 5 minutes. They're out. They're going to come back later, you know? So that's kind of how their energy is showing up. Not consistent. If anything, it's almost quite annoying at times, because it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? But I don't know. You're just trying to stay consistent with how you show up here. Don't lose sight of this aspect, though, because as far as I can tell here, this is supposed to be a teamwork. And I don't know if it is. So pay attention to that aspect as well. For the Three of Swords in the potential outcome, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. Because that is going to happen. You know, you're going to end up hurt. You're going to end up disappointed. You're going to end up in a place of, oh my God, this is so fucking hard. Because it will feel that way. No matter how much determination you have to keep on keeping on here and very steady and balanced and all of that, this is going to get to you. The fact that there's a lack of participation here. And I don't think it's intentional. I just don't think they can match with your energy here. You know? I don't think they're doing it on purpose, just to fuck with you. I think they can't keep up. Energetically speaking, they're not there. So Don't set yourself up for disappointed there. As you travel this path, you're doing a great job with it. Just pay attention to who's traveling with you. You know? Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Four of Swords, the Sun, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in a good place. Again, as you're traveling this path, you keep on connecting yourself to yourself and to your goal, your purpose for this, and what you want as an outcome for this, and that's happiness. And it's amazing. It keeps you going in a super balanced energy, super contained, super grounded, super nice energy you got going on. Do not lose sight of, again, who's traveling with you here, your travel buddy. Wisdom of the Oracle. Observer, 49. Essential meanings: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The Oracle's message: most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.